What role do schools play in supporting students' mental health? Schools play a central, protective, and proactive role in supporting the student's mental health. A school or a setting, educational setting's influence extends far beyond those four walls of that building and far beyond the academic results of our young people. The work that we do within our educational settings and within our schools and colleges will shape how a young person feels, behaves, and relates to the world for years and years and years to come. So, our role as educational practitioners within school settings or educational settings is really key. In 2018, the whole school approach, the 8 principles of the whole school approach, was published by Public Health England and Department for Education. And that has become one of the key documents for schools in developing a whole school approach to mental health and wellbeing. It was the document that was used for the senior mental health lead training, and it's the document that many schools are using right now to develop their whole school approach. It looks at 8 different principles, and I will just think about a few of those right now. So we talk about creating a safe and supportive environment within our schools through having people that we can talk to, trusted adults, safe spaces, and just a general environment where the students feel safe to be. We can talk about the curriculum and how a golden thread around mental health can be woven within each and every single one of our subjects, not just those explicit subjects that we teach mental health and wellbeing within, but actually also those other subjects which maybe don't get thought about in quite so much detail in relation to mental health. So, for example, a maths lesson. If you have a student who is finding maths difficult, maybe they're finding that their maths is making them feel anxious and the particular lesson is making them feel anxious. If we start to normalize that conversation around maths and around how we're feeling about learning maths and tackling the challenges that maths brings to us, that can help us to not just normalize mental health and wellbeing within a school setting, but actually support the student's mental health. We need to be really good and ensuring that we are checking in, early identification and prevention. If we promote those protective factors around mental health and wellbeing as a school, we're playing a really important part in supporting the mental health of our students. So early identification and prevention and promoting those protective factors are really key. Again, for me personally, having somebody within the school setting, a designated mental health lead or a senior mental health lead within the school setting is absolutely key. Right now, that's not a statutory position. However, for me, it should be a statutory position. And if you have a person who is designated as that mental health lead, they will be someone, hopefully, who is really passionate about wanting to create a protective and a proactive environment in which our students feel supported in terms of their mental health and wellbeing. And as we always do, we need to keep our children, our young person, at the centre of all of our planning, all of our thoughts. We need to be doing this with them and not to them. So if we're going to support our students' mental health, we need to understand what it is they want from us as practitioners and how we can support that and put that in place. So to bring all of that together, the 8 principles of the whole school approach is a great starting point for working out how you and your educational setting and what role you can play in supporting students' mental health. It's a great starting point and one that will help you to build the foundations of a sustainable approach to mental health and wellbeing within your setting.